Hi, Jennifer with Mindful Movement, Mindful Living, and I am here today with a new monthly mindfulness challenge. Before we begin, if you are interested in living well and moving more and just being more mindful in everyday life, please take a second and give this video a thumbs up. Also, hit the notification bell and that will ensure that you don't miss any of these videos as they're coming out. Now we'll get started. So this month's intention for our monthly mindfulness challenge is creating calm. Does that sound nice? So I just think that's something that even if you're already working on it, it's really nice to spend a whole month really focusing on that intention, because there are so many areas of our life where we can create calm, and there are so many areas of our life that benefit from creating calm. So I thought that would be a perfect one to focus on for a month. Now, as always, I don't want this to be anything that seems daunting or overwhelming or, a big competition. This is certainly not meant to do that. That's not going to create calm, is it? So I have a few items as per usual that we can work on together this month, but all of them are easy. They are effective and they should be enjoyable as well. So we'll always keep that in mind. This is not something that should be overwhelming or, taking up a ton of time in your day. In fact, it should really take up almost no time and just be really effective and enjoyable. So we'll enjoy this month. So there are so many benefits to creating calm. I mean, this video could be, 20 hours long probably if I were to list them all, but I'll list a few. Creating calm, it helps us to think more clearly, which is so nice in everything we do, right? It just makes us more focused, more clear-headed, which is so helpful. It can help give us more control over how we react to things. I think something that I always try to keep in mind is that when things are stressful or things that are unexpected happen or things don't go the way I was expecting, is to just think about, we cannot control the things that happen around us generally. And, things are going to happen that are unexpected or that are difficult, but we do always have control over how we react to those things. And that is challenging, but when we can create calm, it really helps give us the tools to control that more, through those reactions, which is nice, and it helps us to be less stressed, which is also really nice. Creating calm can help us with our breathing as well. When we are calm, it is easier to take a deep, healthy breath. When we are not calm, we feel stressed or anxious. I can certainly relate to this, and you probably can as well. When we're stressed and anxious, we do tend to take sort of shorter, more shallow breaths, which just aren't as healthy, right, as those deep breaths, and they just don't feel as good either. So deep, healthy breaths, which help us in turn feel more relaxed, which is just a nice sort of cycle of wellness to be in, right? Just those nice, deep, healthy, full, three-dimensional breaths. So that's another nice one. It can help us when we're calm to create a more positive outlook, to cultivate a more positive outlook on our life and things that are happening around us, right? Help us to look on the bright side. So that is a really nice benefit that comes in handy all the time and helps us every day. And it can also, the last thing I'll mention of this list of that could be so long is that it can help us to be more mindful, which obviously, based on the name of my YouTube channel, is something that is very important to me. I feel really passionate about that being so helpful. So when we're calm and we have a calm mind or a calm environment, it really helps us just to be more mindful in our everyday life. So there's that. So there's so many benefits. So hopefully I've convinced you to come along on this journey with me for a month. Now, and if you think about it at all, there's so many other things too. So we have a few action items. I'm gonna come up with my list so I don't forget anything here. So we have a few action items for this month that we can, that we'll work on together that will help us along our journey this month. And again, they're all things that are easy, they are effective, and hopefully enjoyable as well. So nothing too daunting, nothing too time consuming. This shouldn't feel like a monumental effort at all. It should feel just pretty natural as to kind of add these things into your day. So the first action item is to choose one part of our home that is cluttered and clean it out. I do this all the time, and actually I'm going to post a link to a video that I made of me clearing clutter, and it was short. It's just a few minutes. That it wasn't something that was a big project. You certainly could do that if you feel up to it, but even just a few minutes really makes a big difference. So I'll share a video if you want to work on it together with me. We can do it together. And again, it's just a few minutes. So it doesn't have to be a big thing. You don't have to take on, your entire garage or something like that. It can just be maybe a junk drawer that tends to be cluttered, or just a spot in your home where things tend to be misplaced, or a closet that's disorderly that sort of bothers you when you open that door all the time. So just creating visual calm around us really helps us feel more calm inside as well. So that's a nice one. So that's our first action item for this month. And our second one is to try a new mindfulness practice. And again, it can even just be for a few minutes. This does not need to be a 1-hour meditation class. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. So I will also link, so we'll be doing this together. I'll also post a video with a mindfulness practice as well that is only a few minutes long. So if we could work on that together if you want as well. So I'll post that as well. The third is to listen to calming music. And that can, music that calms you could be different for all of us. We might all choose something different. So, just kind of, if the first thing, if you find a classical music playlist and it doesn't make you feel calm, maybe you need to choose a different style or a different composer or something like that. So just kind of practice, you might have to have a little trial and error with what makes you personally feel calm. It isn't universal for all of us. Though I would love to hear from you on what music does help you feel calm, because I love hearing, it's just so nice to hear things from others. I think it's a nice way to help each other. And maybe I'll, if I get enough responses, maybe I will create a playlist for us all to maybe try out together to create a calm environment. And then also creating, so the fourth one is to create a calm environment by lighting a candle. And I actually have a few of my favorite candles right here. I brought them. So I love to do this. Any time that I just feel I need to be a little more mindful, a little more calm, just sort of ground myself, I love to just light a candle. And I have a few, I usually try to find natural candles. I actually am lucky in my area. There are a few people locally who make natural candles. So I often get them from them whenever I can. And I have right now, one of them is cinnamon and one of them is lilac, and I just love those scents. So I often, anytime I need calm, will light a candle. But in my daily routine, I have just a habit as well that after dinner, when I sort of clear everything is cleaned and put away, I will light a candle, sometimes several, that just sort of signals visually to me, and a lot of them are scented, so that also, you have that sort of sensory experience as well. Just sort of signals that it's time to wind down and sort of decompress for the day. It's just a nice sort of transition. It sort of signals to my body like, okay, now the candles are on. I'm smelling some calming scents. It's time to sort of relax now for the day. So that's a nice way to also create calm, and very simple. It doesn't take long to light a candle, does it? And then the last one is to let creating calm be our mantra for the month. So again, that won't take any extra time, just a little extra mindfulness, creating calm. You can put a Post-it note next to your computer with that, or set a little reminder in your phone to pop up and remind you. Creating calm is our mantra for the month. And those are our action items. So we have 5 action items, and they won't take a lot of time or effort, but the effect of them will be worth it. So again, it's to choose one part of our home that is cluttered and clean it out. And maybe it's a really small, I actually often will just do, a little spot in a closet, or maybe a countertop that gets cluttered. It doesn't have to be a really big task. Second one is to try a new mindfulness practice. Again, maybe just a couple minutes to listen to some calming music, which is always fun. Maybe we'll discover some new artists or songs that we like this month. That's a fun one for sure. To create a calm environment by lighting a candle. Again, nice and easy. And then to let creating calm be our mantra for the month. So those are action items. I think we can do them for sure. And then before I send you off to begin this, before we all go off, I guess, and start this monthly challenge, I'm going to leave you with a few quotes to inspire calm. This was a hard one to narrow down, and I guess that must just speak to the fact that it's something that's on a lot of people's minds and has been for a long time, because some of these quotes are very old. So that shows the importance of it. So the first quote I have is a Henry David Thoreau quote, that the language of excitement is at best picturesque merely. You must be calm before you can utter oracles, right? And that just kind of speaks to, I guess, the fact that it really, you're more focused, you can think more clearly, you can be more creative, you can, it just helps with our thought process and creating and doing things and speaking when we are calm. So there's that. The next one is a quote by Plato. So there's an old one. He who is of calm and happy nature will hardly feel the pressure of age, but to him who is of the opposite disposition, youth and age are equally a burden. So that might inspire you to become calm. And next I have a Cicero quote. The pursuit even of the best things ought to be calm and tranquil. Isn't that nice? And I have another one from Yogananda. Remain calm, serene, always in command of yourself. You will then find out how easy it is to get along. That is so nice, isn't it? Just everything we're dealing with is just easier when we're calm, and everyone who we're dealing with, it's just easier and things go more smoothly when we're calm. And then the last one is a Dalai Lama quote, which I love. I saved a favorite for the end. Is calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence. So that's very important for good health. And I think that is a nice one just to remind us, it's not just how we're acting or how we're thinking, but also just our overall well-being, our health and well-being. So many things are touched by being calm and that important. So that's just another nice one for that. So I'm going to leave you with those inspirational quotes, those 5 action items, and a whole bunch of benefits to get us started on this monthly mindfulness challenge. And again, make sure that you like this video, and then also hit that notification bell, because then as I'm posting on this topic, you'll make sure that you receive those videos. And then also maybe even share this with some friends, because it's really fun and helpful often to do this in a group and really have a nice community. So it'll be so nice to have some others in our online community as well joining us on this challenge, so we can all sort of share and go through this journey together, encouraging each other. So I hope this is the beginning of a great month with our new mantra, creating calm. So I'm wishing you a calm rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much.